Neza muchebele Changa nikoto umpeko chebele I want to dance with you Ngechafe madabu dabu Watingako blue Elomba koto shine no kutacha mo Atire foku pesa na ine oh I want to dance with you Andwe anende chaise chibebebe.
The East African community.
Anachukua, anaweka wa le général Dangote. Anachukua, anaweka wa le grand Mba. Anachukua, anaweka wa boss Yamboka. Anachukua, anaweka wa Tagamu kupendwa nawe, tagamu nasikia, tamu kupendwa nawe. Tamu kupendwa nawe, tamu kupendwa nawe. Kwa maneno tumeyazoea, vijineno tushazoea. Mpenzi wangu mubaya, kwani naosu shepu yake mbaya, hivi naosu mtangaji malaya. Na wabusu nini wamegusa babaya na waka.
Rotary International.
A lawyer, shy guy in Chi-Town, no high clout. Start a club with 4 guys, no cash, just hide out. By trust and friendship, fellowship and truth, turn a local lunch into a force for the good. The name's Rotary, just a seed with a mission. 1905, growing faster than tradition. 4-way test, yeah, we aim with precision. From room 711 to a world-changing vision. Without a script, without a plan, they met and shook each other's hands. Let's serve above ourselves, they said, now see the banner that they spread.
There's 1 million strong who heed the call, fighting polio. We stand tall, from Wales and Ghana to peace in Nepal.
And ladies and gentlemen, finally, the Republic of Uganda. Ushered in by our own beauty.
Atusegwe tubadde tulinda omukwano wa Katonda leta ateke wali oba ateke no ayayaya mwewe tunateeka omukisa ateke wali oba ateke no ayayaya mwewe tunateeka omukisa ateke wali oba ateke no ayayaya mwewe tunateeka omukisa ateke wali oba ateke no ayayaya mwewe tunateeka omukisa abakero kwera mwere.
Thank you. Distinguished delegates, we will now observe the official conference protocol. Please join me in extending a warm District 9213 welcome to our chief guest, Her Excellency Major Retired Jessica Alupo, Vice President of the Republic of Uganda. It is an honor to welcome past Rotary International Director Trishul Narayan Raju Subramanian from the Rotary Club of Diona, accompanied by your wife, Vidya. Please welcome past District Governor Francis Tusubira, the Rotary Foundation trustee-elect and a member of the Rotary Club of Kampala North, and his spouse, past Assistant Governor Dorcas. Joining them is past Assistant Governor Kenneth Kyazze, Arch-Clam Society member and a member of the Rotary Club of Kampala Springs. are also joined by leaders who serve Rotary International far beyond our district borders. Please recognize past District Governor Robert Wagwa Nsibirwa, the Rotary International Major Gifts Advisor and a member of Rotary Club of Kampala North, and his lovely spouse, Rita. Past District Governor Xavier Francis Sentamu, Assistant Regional Rotary Membership Coordinator and member of Rotary Club of Chiwatule. Past District Governor Rosette Nabumba Nayenga, Rotary International Strategic Planning Committee member and a member of the Rotary Club of Mukono. Past Assistant Governor Ronald Kawadwa, Rotary International Representative on Membership and Growth Committee and a member of Rotary Club of Kasangati. Past Assistant Governor Fred Masade Kabuye, member of the Rotary International Communications Committee and a member of the Rotary Club of Chiwatule. Past Assistant Governor Jane Nankabirwa Kabugo, the Rotary Regional Foundation Coordinator for Zone 28 and a member of the Rotary Club of Sunrise Kampala. Past District Governor John Magezi Damira, AD to the Rotary International President's personal representative and a member of the Rotary Club of Kampala North with his lovely spouse, Barbara. Lieutenant Governor Catherine Asekenye Barasa, AD to the spouse of the Rotary International President's personal representative and a member of the Rotary Club of Kampala Platinum. Past President Jackie Namara, Assistant Regional Rotary Public Image Coordinator and a member of the Rotary Club of Chitante.
Ladies and gentlemen, our chief guest, our current district leaders, it is now my distinct honor to welcome the visionary leaders and currently at the helm of our district, District Governor Geoffrey Martin Kitakule from the Rotary Club of Kampala South. District Governor Christine Kawoya Cheine from the Rotary Club of Muyenga Tankhill. District Rotaractor Representative Abesange Nahawe from the Rotaract Club of Nangabo. District Rotaractor Representative Aleba Kayonza from the Rotaract Club of Chengera. And the District Rotaractor Representative Peter Mwarangu from the Rotaract Club of Malindi. Ladies and gentlemen, our incoming leadership, as we look forward to the future of our mission, we do recognize those ready to carry our torch. District Governor-elect Gerald Obai from the Rotary Club of Gulu and his lovely wife, Kate. District Governor-elect Daniel Damlira from the Rotary Club of Mengo and his lovely spouse, Inawel Alice. The District Governor nominee Fabian Kyazze from the Rotary Club of Chiwatule. And District Representative-elect Alex Musinguzi from the Rotaract Club of Njeru.
We also honor the legacy and continued service of our past leaders. Past District Governor Barbara Wolf Witcher from the Rotary Club of Southburg Land. Past District Governor Annie Nkutu from the Rotary Club of Kampala Naria. Past District Governor Agnes Mungati Batenga from the Rotary Club of Dar es Salaam Sunset. Past District Governor Edward Kakembo Nsubuga from the Rotary Club of Kampala, Sese Islands. Past District Governor Francisco Semwanga from the Rotary Club of Natete, Kampala. Past District Governor Mike Kennedy Sebalu from the Rotary Club of Bukoto and his lovely spouse, Margaret. Past District Governor Pista Remwa from the Rotary Club of Kyazze. Past District Governor Christopher Mutalia from the Rotary Club of Chambogo, Kampala, and his lovely spouse, Rose. Past District Governor Stephen Mwanje from the Rotary Club of Mukono and his lovely spouse, Dorothy.
In the same spirit of service, we do welcome the following past district Rotaracts. Simio Sevukulu, the Rotaract Club of Kampala North, musical. Joseph Bata Sengoba for Rotary Club of Garuga. Emmanuel Lukera, Rotary Club of Kampala. Prudence Asobola, Rotaract Club of Kampala Muyenga. Sarah Owembabazi, Rotaract Club of Lake Victoria. Noah Nyambwana, Rotary Club of Kampala. Jacob Sendaola, Rotary Club of Kampala. Nicholas Tenywa, Rotary Club of Chambogo, Kampala. We have Enoch Mukasa, Rotary Club of Kololo. Malcolm Twine, Rotary Club of Chiwatule. Hudson Mutiala, Rotary Club of Kampala South. Elvis Kisa, Rotary Club of Chiwatule.
We also extend our very welcome to our special guests, Mr. Abdalam Jah, the United Development Program Representation. His Worship, Fabrice Lurinda Brad, the Mayor of Entebbe Municipality. We are deeply honored to host a lineup of world-class speakers who have traveled from across the globe to join us. From Kenya, we have Mr. Robert Burare. Robert Burare is the Chief Executive Officer for the Redley Board Company. From the United States of America, we have Miss Mary Louise Parker, an Emmy-winning actress and activist. Also, from the United States of America, we have Mr. Ntare Guma Mbaho Mwine, a renowned playwright and actor. Joining us from the Rotary International, the General Manager and Chief Communications Officer, Mr. David Alexander, accompanied by his wife, Christine. And finally, from Australia, we have Mr. Steve Clelio, the founder of the Institute for Peace and Economics.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in giving a resounding Rotary welcome to our distinguished guests. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our chief guests, please note that our protocol has been established. To keep our program moving efficiently, subsequent speakers do not need to repeat these introductions. For all the reminder program during this conference, please feel free to come and make your speech and without repeating the protocols. Thank you so much.
To set the tone of our gathering, I call upon the person who led tireless planning of this event. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with me Kyazze Odaga, with a career in banking and a dedicated member of the Rotary Club of Kampala South. Another round of applause to this gentleman.
Thank you very much. We faced a slight technical challenge a few minutes ago, and we chose to recognize the presence of the District Governor of District 9214, Governor Christine Cheineka-Woya, who was subject to a technical glitch on the pad. So please join me to recognize her. That's a very shy clap. Thank you very much once again. Over 12 months ago, we dared to flip a switch and try something new about this conference. But all of you, in all your resplendence, as I can see you this afternoon, complied and turned up, and today we can proudly say that at the peak of this conference, we shall have 2,500 delegates in this tent. We further dared you to say, if you don't get a shot, will you die? And you said, we won't. And so is the bag. We wanted to have a very inclusive conference, but it required us to be very daring. But more to that was even have a more daring district governor who would stand with us against all the questions and fears of change. We want to thank you all. I'm speaking on behalf of this team that I lead. This is just but a fraction of the army of very dedicated volunteers that have offered to ensure that the 101st District Conference is the most memorable district conference that we have in a long time. I really want the next one to be better, but for now, we are going to say we want you to have the most memorable conference in a long time. So, we have not yet started our work, if you think we have started. Okay, so this evening, tomorrow during the plenary, and all the other events that will ensue, we expect you to have an even greater time. Friends, today is not a day for us to make remarks. We want you to make the remarks by giving us feedback on whatever we have offered you. When there are mistakes, please blame us. Don't blame the governor. If there is any challenge, we will face challenges in an event of this magnitude, so bear with us. But we want to assure you that we are going to commit to delivering on the promises that we made many months ago. So I will not be able to introduce the entire team, but I will introduce my co-chair, Derek Kabuye. He's a Rotaractor from the Rotaract Club of Kampala South. So friends, enjoy the rest of the afternoon, enjoy the rest of the evening, get excited responsibly, and let's meet again when we are getting together for the governor's banquet. Thank you so very much. Please join me to thank this team that has stood by me with a big thunderous clap, please. Thank you so much, and thank you guys. I really appreciate all the work that you have done. Thank you, and back to you, MC.
Distinguished guests, our Rotaractors are not just our future. They are our partners today, representing the vibrant young leaders of the District 9213, and a very visionary who is truly the person who embodies service above self. I would want us to please join us to welcome the District Rotaract representative, Abesanga Nhawe, for the Rotaract Club of Nangabo to the stage to come and give us the remarks.
This is unusual.
Thank you very much. I do stand on the protocol earlier established, and I greet you all this evening. Good evening. I take the honors of welcoming our chief guest and all of you that have joined us at this district conference. It's my honor to stand before you this evening to officially welcome you to the 101 District Conference. The planning of this event started over 12 months ago, as the chair mentioned, and today I am happy that this is no longer a plan, but a reality. So I would like to thank you, Chair Charles Odaga, and Co-Chair Derek Kabuye, and the entire DISCON team. Well done. Over the next 3 days, we gather here at this beautiful space, not just as individuals, not just as Rotary and Rotaract clubs, but as a force of over 2,000 change makers. And so this is not just a conference, it is a celebration of who we really are and the great impact that we have created in communities. Yesterday, we were hosted to an amazing Brazilian barbecue dinner by the district governor, Geoffrey Martin Chitakuli. Thank you. And I do hope that that set the tone for all of us. And I believe that we all now have our learning, our connection, and our celebration modes very well activated. We do have an excellent lineup of speakers who are going to inspire us, who are going to challenge our thinking. We also are going to celebrate service and appreciate individuals and clubs that have gone over and above to serve. We are also going to witness transition. At this conference, we shall welcome our next leaders that are going to continue lighting the torch of our district. And as we officially open this conference, I call upon each one of you to celebrate, to connect, to learn, and be a better Rotarian, a better Rotaractor, and a better individual. On behalf of the Rotaractors in District 9213, I do welcome all of you to the district conference, to the 101 district conference that is happening at this beautiful beach. And I wish you the very best of your stay in Entebbe. Thank you.
Wow, and wow, and wow. Thank you so much, District Rotaract Representative, for those inspiring words and of also welcoming us here this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, I would want to say that it is a tradition to hear from our leaders. And for that, especially the leader who has spent the past year steering our district towards its goals with unwavering commitment. This leader, having championed the Rotary Eyamba campaign, I guess you know, and the presidential message of Unite for Good, please join me this evening to welcome our district governor, Rotarian Geoffrey Martin Chitakule, to come to the stage and give his remarks.
Thank you very, very much. I'd like to say thank you to all the Rotarians that have turned up for this conference. I'd like to acknowledge the presence of our chief guest. I know we've talked about her, but Your Excellency, thank you for taking time off to join us, your busy schedule. And to our Reaper, Raju, thank you for coming to see the most beautiful part of the world called the Pearl of Africa. I can guarantee you, you'll never be the same again. We are here to celebrate a year of service when united to do good. And that cannot be done or couldn't have been done without you. So this is a time in African culture where we celebrate, have a good time, and look back and say, we did it. So over the next 3 days, please, get time to meet your friends, get time to look back and say, where did we start the journey? We have a lineup of inspiring speakers, a lineup of people who have achieved a lot in their lives. and I'm sure they will inspire you. And we promised to bring Hollywood to Kampala and Entebbe. And guess what? We have Hollywood. So I'd like to thank our friend for joining us despite the challenges. So guys, all I can say, let's have a good time. Let's enjoy and let's get away from here, energized to go and continue the work of transforming communities. So at the end of it, people will say, Rotary was present, Rotary helped, and indeed Rotary Yamba. So I hope you carried your dancing shoes to make sure you have a good time. If you didn't, there will be some being sold in the House of Friendship. But we could also rent you some shoes. To my colleague, the DRR, thank you for the good work. To members of the team led by Charles, thank you for the work you've done. And you know how I can push people, but thank you very much for doing it. To our Vice President, if I got the Vice President, to my classmates in particular, thank you for making it. We are getting there. I'll keep it short because we're going to interact the whole of these 3 weeks. But to our chief guest, I'd like to say thank you very much. As we say in our language in the East, Elama Noi Noi. Thank you very much and have a good time.
Thank you so much, our District Governor, Geoffrey Martin Chitakule. We are truly honored with your message. Moving forward with our program, we are privileged this evening to have with us a key leader from the United Nations Development Program, UNDP. He plays a vital role in ensuring that development projects are not only planned, but effectively executed with transparency and efficiency. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the UNDP Operations Advisor, Mr. Abdalam Jah, to share his remarks.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for welcoming us. Let me reintroduce myself. My name is Abdurrahman Jah Bubakar. But most of the people, they cannot pronounce the Abdurrahman Jah. They are pronouncing Abdul. That is why even in the office, they are calling me Abdul. And thank you very much for welcoming. Thank you. Before I read the speech on behalf of the UNDP resident representative, let me apologize first for him because he was supposed to be here, but he has an urgent commitment. And all the protocol observed, I don't want to come back on the protocol. It is, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor to join you at the 101 District Conference of Rotary District 9213. I convey sincere appreciation to the District Governor, Geoffrey Martin Katukule, here for warm invitation and hospitality to extend to UNDP. It is a privilege to engage with a movement that has for generations demonstrated the power of service leadership and community action. Ladies and gentlemen, we are living in a time of profound global and regional change marked by inequality, climate shocks, and pressure on peace and stability. Yet even these defining moments, there remain strong opportunities rooted in generous solidarity and local leadership. The 2025 World Given Report affirms that Africa remains one of the most generous regions globally, with Uganda ranking among the top countries worldwide in charitable giving. The spirit of giving is clearly reflected in the achievement of Rotary 9213 and its members. Sustainable development does not happen by chance. It requires strong community ownership supported by effective institutions. This is where the UN and Rotary partnership delivers its greatest value. Rotary offers deep grassroots presence, volunteerism, trust within the communities, while the United Nations contributes global expertise, evidence-based solution, and convening power. Together, we translate global commitment into tangible results to improve lives. Development goals as well. Such alignment allow global priorities to transform into national community level impact, advancing inclusive growth and shared prosperity. In this regard, I am pleased to acknowledge the constructive engagement between UNDP and Rotary 9213 during this Rotary year. This includes collaboration on youth-led environment initiatives, the planned AI Youth Bootcamp, and the Rotary Diplomatic Luncheon. This initiative go beyond dialogues. They are practical investment in innovation, leadership, and skill for young people who will shape Uganda's future. As we move forward, UNDP looks forward to deepening this collaboration to generate measurable community-level impact that strengthens livelihood, protects the environment, and equips Uganda's youth for a rapidly changing world. In closing, I congratulate the district governor, the Rotarians and Rotaractors of District 9213, and all partners on the successful convening of this one-on-one district conference and on productive Rotaria. I wish you a rewarding conference and reaffirm UNDP's commitment to working closely with Rotary Club and leadership in supporting the government efforts to build inclusive, peaceful, prosperous, and sustainable Uganda. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ja. Ladies and gentlemen, we must now recognize the leadership of the city that has opened doors to us. It is now my pleasure to invite the father of this beautiful city, His Worship Fabrice Lulinda Brad, the mayor of Entebbe municipality, to officially welcome us.
Thank you very much. I think you're very gracious. I don't know if I'm the father, but yeah, we'll work with that. Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, I will follow the previous speaker and work with the protocol, just in case I mess it up. But the Vice President, at least I couldn't miss that one. Distinguished Rotarians, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Fabrice Rulinda. I am the Mayor of Entebbe, and it's a great pleasure to welcome you to Entebbe, a city where the lake meets our history, where community is not just a word, it is our way of life. I thank you for choosing us. We are honored to have you. Rotary has always stood at the center of service above self, integrity, and community service. Things that as Entebbe we believe in and we are proud to live by. As you spend the next few days here, we hope that you get to enjoy the beautiful Lake Victoria, enjoy the gateway to Uganda, and I don't care what anybody else tells you as a guest here, this is the most beautiful city in Uganda. And the DJ agrees with me. So I hope the next few days are as exciting, as inspiring, and as relaxing as you hope they would be. I thank you so much for choosing to be with us, and I look forward to enjoying the few next days with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Your Worship, for those warm words of welcome. They perfectly set the tone of our time here in Entebbe. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on into the keynote session. We are honored to host a global thought leader and a man who challenges our perspective on leadership and service. Recognized for his bold voice and ability to connect across generations, please join me to welcome Mr. Robert Burale to deliver his keynote address on building a legacy and we inspire and serve.
It is an honor to stand before each and every one of you, and I will stand on all the protocols that have been observed. But I did a little bit of French this morning. Mbala musiza, basebo na banyabo. And from where I stand, you all look gumite. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mr. Burale. I have a few minutes today, and I know we'll have a greater time in my next session. When I was asked to come and speak almost a year ago, I only had two answers. Yes and absolutely yes. And I said yes for various reasons. I am one man who loves and connects with people who want to change lives. I'm allergic to time wasters. I'm allergic to those people who don't know what they want. In fact, people who don't know what they want are as empty as the Arsenal trophy cabinet. But having said that, since we've been welcomed by the father of the city, of the town, I can speak as I feel it. I stand here as a friend of Rotary. Why? Back in Kenya, I've had the privilege in speaking in many functions and many meetings. But one that stood out for me, ladies and gentlemen, is when I went to not a small town, a town in Nairobi, next to Nairobi called Naivasha. And I was invited to speak at a school of the poor, as it were. But what stuck out for me is that Rotary has played a major role in making education possible. I looked are those young men and young women, and I say to myself, had it not been for people like you, they may never have had a chance at life because their parents were not well off. I looked at the buildings, even the lavatories that were made by your finances. So mine is to say, as you gather here, you are not just gathering to dance and have some fun. You are what I would call the true movers and shakers. People who, when your time on earth is done, like we remembered our fallen soldiers, your name will never be forgotten. Why? Is because what you do and what you will continue to do will forever speak for you. Ladies and gentlemen, you may never have the privilege of meeting some of the people who your finances, your thoughts, and your strategies have changed their lives. But one thing for sure, future leaders have passed through your hands that you have never met. And that is why, as you gather here for the next 3 days, understand this, and I'm telling you this without fear of contradiction, and I said this without blinking an eye. You are the true movers and shakers. But I want you to know, and this is a word of encouragement to all of you, anybody who does anything good, it's never easy. You may find opposition. You may find people who are saying this and that. And most of those people are usually idle people. But what you got to do is have a razor-sharp focus. You have to know, if you give up, if you do not do what you're supposed to do, there are children who may never go to school. There are mothers who may never have access to Medicare when they give birth. So anytime you feel like giving up, please go to the mirror and have a conversation with that man and that woman in the mirror and say, if I give up, lives will be affected. If I listen to the naysayers, there are people who will never have a chance at life. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, we'll have fun and we're going to dance. And please, if you're from Kenya, you know I'm a pastor. But if you see me dancing, don't judge me, because I've come to have some fun as well. Do you understand what I'm saying? And one thing you got to know, I am one hell of a good dancer. Since I cannot do some of these things in Kenya, I'm going to dance like my life depends on it. But I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if no one has ever said thank you to you, if no one from outside has ever appreciated you publicly or privately, allow me to say thank you on behalf of the very many young people whose life has changed because of you. Allow me to say thank you on behalf of the mothers who have had safe deliveries. Allow me to say thank you on behalf of the world. But also allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to encourage you to take it to the next level. Because the environment, the stratosphere, and the hemisphere will collude to bring positive vibes. What am I talking about, I hear some of you ask? Do you know some of the good things you get are not from prayer? Some of those good tidings you get is because somebody somewhere said, bless those people who have made this possible. Some of your children are getting good things, not because you prayed like a tractor, no. Some of them are getting good things because somebody else's child has said, thank you for what they have done. And because you have done it, the blessings trickle down to your children of this generation and generations to come. Ladies and gentlemen, don't give up. But I also got to tell you one thing. Each and every one of us here this afternoon, evening, is one day closer to our last day on earth. Every day, you move closer to your last day. The day you were born, you are here. The day you die, you will get here. Well, I hope I'm not here. I hope I'm here. But all you got to know is that you're moving closer and closer. I'm saying this to say, don't waste time. Keep on keeping on. Keep on changing lives. I hear there are people here from Italy. Did I get that right? There are people from Italy. There are people from My country, Kenya, the best country in Africa. Hallelujah. It is the best country in East and Central Africa, south of the Sahara and north of Limpopo. We have people from Zambia, which is also like my third home. We have Zambia here. Listen to me. Countries have been brought together. It means ideas have been brought together. I pray from the depths of my being, after we are done here, the fun, the talks, and the dancing, back next week you will look at the future and ask the future, what problems do you have? Because we as Rotary are problem solvers. Ladies and gentlemen, today one of my mentees, upon hearing I was around, traveled about 2 hours to come and see me, and I, with a brother, asked, why don't you join the Rotary? And she said, so what is Rotary about? Some of my friends are in Rotary, others don't want me to join Rotary. And I said, do you know how much they are changing lives? By the time she was leaving here, she said, I must join Rotary. I was given only 10 minutes, and as a person who was raised well from Busia, the side of Kenya, I will keep time. You're already clapping thinking the Busia side of Uganda. But I will keep time because I know on Saturday I have a longer time. But listen to me with this statement. Do not get tired of doing good. And I finish with this story, ladies and gentlemen. A man fell in a ditch. And the ditch was so deep, he couldn't get out. And he had somebody passing and he shouted, help me, help me, help me. And this man came and looked at him. And this guy looked up and he said, help me. This gentleman took a pen and a paper and wrote a note and threw it down there. And the note said, when you get out, come, I will treat you for free. I am a doctor. And he walked on. He was getting desperate and getting tired. And then after a few minutes, he had somebody else walking and he shouted, help me, help me. And this guy looked down and this gentleman looked up and he shouted one more time, please help me. As if on cue with the first gentleman, he took a pen and a paper and wrote a note and threw it down. And the note says, I am a lawyer. When you get out, come, I will sue the company that dragged this hole, but I'll do it for free. And he walked on. But the key was when you get out. This gentleman now was getting tired. He had no hope in a prayer. His lips were drying up. His saliva was tasting metallic. And all he did was whisper a prayer to the heavens and said, Lord, when I die, may my family find me and give me a befitting send-off. As if on cue, another person passed by and he heard the footsteps and he shouted, he surmounted one more time and said, help me. And this guy looked down. This guy looked up. He could not scream again and he was screaming with his eyes, almost saying that if you do not help me, I'll be dead. And this guy looked down again and moved back and then jumped into the hole. And this gentleman said, how foolish can you be? We are now stuck, the two of us. This guy looked at him with audacity and says, don't worry, we are Rotary, we change lives. Thank you so much, and the Lord bless you.
Thank you, and please, let's clap more. Wow. And the statement here is, we should not give up because we shall have lives affected. Our chief guest, as we know, we've been in the season of protecting our gains. The Rotarians are saying we shall not give up because we need to protect our gains. Thank you, our keynote speaker, Robert Borade, for those words that remind us really why we are people of action. What I know is you have challenged us not to just act, but also reflect on the impact of what we leave behind. Ladies and gentlemen, our chief guest, thank you for waiting all through and listening through these different and beautiful conversation, but also notes of inspiration. To bring us closer to our global mission, I once again invite District Governor Geoffrey Martin Kitakule to come to the stage to introduce our Rotary International President, personal representative.
Thank you very much. I've been told to be brief. Our International President, personal representative, is called Raju. He's a lawyer you would like to have. So those of you who have issues, please make sure you talk to Raju. So ladies and gentlemen, Raju, please come and talk to us.
Thank you, Governor. Vidya and I bring greetings to you from our world leader, Francisco Areza, and the First Lady, Anna Maria. Clap if you want to clap loud, or don't clap at all. I also bring greetings from my home district, 3141, and Governor Manish, and greetings to all of you to this lovely district, 9213. Thank you so much for having us here, and I must sincerely thank President and John for giving me this assignment to come to this beautiful nation of beautiful people, which I've enjoyed the hospitality for the last 5 days. Vidya? Musibia Mutia Baseo Nebana Yabo. (9213) Muli Mutia Rotary Eyamba. It gives me immense pleasure to be here this afternoon to represent our world leader. We Rotarians, Robert, we assure you, we never give up. We are one brand of community who never gives up. So be rest assured, we'll never give up. The task we take, we undertake at all cost. I'm very happy that a friend of mine with whom I worked closely in the 2.5 years that I was there on the board 6 months before, David is here. And I'm mentioning this because I propose speaking on the theme, Unite for Good. Not theme, message, Unite for Good. The board took a decision to do away with the theme because it is confusing. And we decided, thanks to David, his large farsightedness, along with a professional help that we took, and the board said, we will only have messages. And we have messages created for 3 years. What is my message this year? What's the message this year? Unite for Good. Lovely, friends. Come on, unite for good. What's the message next year? Create an impact. So unite for good to create an impact. And when the third message comes, you'll realize it's one single flow in which Rotary is thinking all about. All of us, my friends, are passionate about what we do. But that passion combined with together with compassion makes us go that extra mile, to walk that extra distance, to touch lives and to make a difference. I'll tell you a short story which is true. In a village in Bombay, there was a Rotary club which found it difficult that children were not going to school. And they were wondering how to get back the children to school. They connected with other clubs around, connected with other organizations in that place, with companies and others who were working there with philanthropists and said, we must do something about it. Together, they created a plan by which they realized that drinking water was not available and families were not sending the children to school. So through a matching grant, global grant project, they had a clean drinking water project with a club in the United Kingdom. This unity of all these people together brought about a drastic change. The children went back to school, and that transformed that village and transformed the villages around. What made that difference is that one individual, one club can do only so much. But when we unite for good and we have a charter in our mind as to where we need to reach, that goal is never unachievable. It's never impossible for a Rotary club or Rotarians to achieve what they have. Collaboration and partnerships are the need of the hour. We have had collaborations with all those who are large corporates all over the world. And I think that makes a difference, because that helps us to ensure that the good that we create, the communities that we touch, are helped by a larger hand for making a greater impact. Friends, Unite for Good is a powerful reminder of what we are. It stands as a beacon of unity for Rotary. In this troubled times, when a lot is at stake for humanity in various parts of the world, this is a message that truly sends the reflection of what Rotary believes in. We believe that we need to unite for good to get humanity back on its feet, to ensure there is peace in the world. When we engage ourselves with passion, with skills and our commitment, our impact multiplies. That is the essence of what our organization is. It asks us to look beyond our clubs, beyond our communities, and even most importantly, beyond our comfort zones. We have gone beyond our comfort zones in everything that we have done. It challenges us to collaborate more with each other, with other clubs, with partners in society. It is only with this collaboration that we can achieve what we all dream to achieve, ultimately peace, by eliminating poverty, illiteracy, disease, and inequality. It also brings us the diversity that we believe in. Rotary is an organization where all are equal, irrespective of color, religion, or skin that we have. We all are united because we are diverse in our views, diverse in our thoughts, and we act differently, but to make the same impact that we need to make. And friends, the transformation also, I must share with you, is a personal story which Vidya and I share. There was a school in an RCC, Rotary Community Corps, where there was no benches and there was no shelter. We built the shelter, David, without the matching grant, I assure you. And we thereafter provided them with benches and also with other amenities, including learning facilities. The inauguration was over. All of us went for lunch, including the mayor from there, everybody else. But we saw 3 children missing. So we went back to the school and we said, what's wrong? Where are these 3 children? Those 3 children were sitting on those benches there, refusing to leave those benches, saying, for the last so many years, we have never had a bench to sit on for our education. Food is not relevant. This moment is a moment of joy for us. Please excuse us. We do not wish to have food. That matching grant project with a club in Netherlands, in Amsterdam. I think I said you want to clap, clap loudly or don't. Friends, each of these examples shows us what that Unite for Good really means. It means that togetherness is the greatest strength that we have in Rotary. Togetherness is the greatest value that we have in Rotary. Togetherness is what we ought to be always, for the purpose of ensuring that each life that we touch has a future, and a future that is good. It's a call of this message is a call to action for all Rotarians, to break the silos between clubs, to strengthen partnerships, to include new voices, and that's very, very important. By the way, I missed something. Rotaractors, where are you? Make some noise. To ensure that our service is not just impactful, but is sustainable, and it's a long-term impact and sustainability, not just short-term. We all come from different backgrounds, professions, perspectives, different thoughts. Diversity is our culture. That's our strength. And the greatest strength for this message is the diversity that we possess. At the end of the day, my friends, we are not measured by the number of club meetings we attended or the projects that we started, but we are measured by the lives that we touched and the difference that we made to some people for whom there was no tomorrow, for whom there was darkness in their lives. Lighting that candle in their lives by uniting for good has been one of the greatest treasures to each one of us in Rotary, and that stands us in good stead. So let us unite, my friends, not just in name, but in action. Let us unite, not within Rotary, but with the world around us. Let us truly unite for good, and I bring you the best of greetings from our President. Good luck, enjoy yourselves, have a fantastic conference, and before I end, I must thank a man who can put that mobile down and not videotape me. May I request you to stand, please? And Kate, may I request you to stand? Friends, they have been outstanding aides to us, and I request you to give them a big round of applause. And to your governor, soft, very strong in his views, and I think very efficient in his working. More of that at the governor's banquet, and I have a lot to speak about the projects that you do. And lastly, thank you for enabling us to see the Big Five at the Shingar Falls. We went there and saw all the Big Five. Thank you very much, Uganda. Have a great time. And please call me Raju, and please feel free to interact with both of us during the rest of the evening. Good luck, God bless, and all the very best.
Thank you. Thank you. And in the spirit of uniting for good, we are privileged to have leadership that exemplifies this call to action. It is now my great honor to invite past District Governor Rossetti Nambuba Nayenga to the stage to formally invite our chief guest to the opening ceremony. You're welcome.
The leaders here present in your respective capacities, it's an honor to introduce a leader of admirable character and distinguished service to our nation and internationally. This is no other than Her Excellency retired Major Dr. Jessica Rose Epel Alupo, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, and woman MP, Member of Parliament for Kakooza District. Dr. Alupo is a distinguished educator. She's a soldier. She's a stateswoman whose career reflects service, resilience, and dedication to national development. She has served as the Minister of Education, Science, Technology, and Sports, and the Minister of State for Youth and Children Affairs. She's well-schooled. She has a master's degree in international relations, a master's degree in management studies, advanced qualifications in public administration and management, and is currently pursuing a PhD in peace and conflict studies. Her Excellency embodies values that resonate deeply with Rotary, and notably service above self, integrity, and advancing opportunities for all. Her presence here today is a testament to our shared mission of building communities and fostering peace and development in Uganda and globally. So, fellow Rotarians, Rotaractors, and friends, please rise up to warmly welcome Her Excellency, retired Major Dr. Jessica Rose Alupo, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda.
Kindly resume your seats. The Rotary International President, personal representative, past Rotary International Director, Raju, and your dear wife, the District Governor, Geoffrey Chitakule, the Mayor of the city, Entebbe. All of you distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I stand on the protocol that has already been articulated and said. And I thank you for inviting me to come here this evening to share with you the celebration of a series of achievements registered over the years by Rotary. I heard the Director of Ceremonies introducing me. I thank her for introducing me very ably. But in other words, I am called Rotarian Alupo Jessica Rose Epel. From the Rotary District 9214 Muyenga. And I bring you greetings from my district.